Hare Krishna, Namaste. Chapter 4, which is entitled as Jnana Yoga, Sloka 30. Sarve piyete yajña-vido yajña-kṣapita-kalmaṣāḥ yajña-śiṣṭāmṛta-bhujo yānti brahma sanātanam. In the previous part, we covered the Pancha Mahayajna, that is, Deva Yajna, Pitru Yajna, Brahma Yajna, Bhuta Yajna, and Manushya Yajna. Likewise, there are 5 activities one does every day, starting from morning till in the evening. They are Abhigamana, Upadhana, Yajña, Swadhyaya, and Yoga. Let's learn what they are. Abhigamana, meaning to go towards the Lord, approaching the Lord. That is to get up in the morning, get ready, and then walking towards the worshipable place, the puja room, the temple, so forth. This one includes the preparatory activities such as cleaning oneself physically by taking bath, wearing fresh clothes, ornamenting oneself with tilak on their forehead, on their body, and with tulasi mala. Then cleaning the temple or puja room and homes, removing used articles, cleaning them, and then decorating the place, the temple or puja room, decorating the place. So approaching the Lord with awe and reverence, offering oneself at the lotus feet of the Lord, and prays for a faultless day in his life, so that he may please the Lord. He prays and then he starts the day. That is Abhigamana. Upadhana is materials, meaning to gather the materials that's required for the worship of the Lord, like flowers, tulasi, suitable fruits, preparing cooked food, and selecting the proper utensils for the worship. The materials acquired should be suitable and pleasing to the Lord for the worship. That is Upadhana. Yajña. Yajña is the actual worship when one does with love and devotion, pure mind and clean body. That's Yajña. With these things, one goes to the Lord to worship with all the materials that's been gathered. And this refers to the external worship of offering upacharas such as asana, padyam, snanam, many achamaniyam, and so forth. Offering a place for the Lord to sit, getting him ready, wash his feet, hands, etc. One does abhishek. That's Yajña. Swadhyaya is the study period, recitation of scriptures. That's Swadhyaya, cultivation of knowledge. That is, one spends his time in the repetition of the mantras and concentrating upon its meaning, and one engage in reading the scriptures and hearing the scriptures, chanting the names of the Lord, glorification of the Lord. One spends time in understanding itihasas and puranas and the works of great saints, and thus gains more and more intimate knowledge of the forms and qualities, pastimes of the Lord, who is actually the object of worship in the Yajña. So that is called Swadhyaya. Yogam, that is to attain a spiritual identity. This includes cleansing the body of material conception and assuming a spiritual body fit for service to the Lord by means of mantra, bhuta suddhi, dhyana, manasa puja. He thinks of the mercy of the Lordship in this period, and this comes to the end of the day where he goes to sleep. He places his head at the feet of the Lord mentally to wake up the next day morning at Brahma Muhurta and spend another useful day in life in serving, worshipping the Supreme Lord. Eating and honoring prasadam is part of yoga. So in a nutshell, for devotees in Krishna consciousness, all these 5 are inclusive in one practice. It's all packaged nicely in a day. That is, one gets up in the morning, early in the morning, get ready for the worship of the Lord. Then they collect necessary material for the worshipping the deities. Spends time in chanting, reading, hearing the scriptures through saintly people. Then one honors the prasadam, the remnants of the Lord. Therefore, the Vaishnavas are not bound by any material conceptions, as they are constantly thinking of the Lord and engaged in His service. Also, the control of senses happens automatically without any great effort, as all their senses are fully spiritualized by the act of devotional service in Krishna consciousness. So, what we have learnt here is not to give up one's prescribed duties and occasional duties, but to spiritualize them into Krishna consciousness. Do them as a service to the Lord, but not for any material gains, but to just please the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Moving on to the next Sloka 31. Nāyaṁ lokoste yajñasya kuto kuru-sattama. Ayajñasya, for one who performs no sacrifice. Yajña means sacrifice. Ayajñasya, no sacrifice. To him who has not purified himself through the daily practices of this Panchamahayajna, ayam lokaha, benefits in this world or in this birth, na asti, are not achievable. Kuru-sattama, O best among Kurus, that is Arjuna, Anyaha, benefits in the other world, Kutaha, how to him, how is possible. So, by not doing these karmas, one can never get any happiness in this world. Then, what to speak of the other world? Or what about next life? So here, the other world means not heavenly planet. It is a spiritual world, because when it says happiness of this world, the heavenly planet also falls into this category, as they are prakrita loka, meaning planet that is within the material realm, not the spiritual abode. All the practitioners of Karma Yoga should know and practice Panchamahayajna and other daily and occasional rites. After making offering to the Lord, they should eat the remnants left over. Such persons have their sins washed off and then get vision of their self, Atma Darshana. To the person who has ceased to practice what has been told, these daily and occasional rites as service to the Lord, even dharma, artha and kama, that is the aims of this material life, are not attainable. Then the question is, what to speak about moksha? Forget it. It's not going to happen. So one who has neglected the rites prescribed for him is not eligible to perform yoga, karma yoga. The scriptures mention many types of karma yoga as means to attain the self. One should take up the practice and follow their prescribed duties, daily duties and occasional ones, and be devoted to the practice of a particular type that's been mentioned as their principal means. So this both has to be done. You should not neglect the daily services. For example, just getting engaged in sacrifices like reading scripture but not doing chanting of the names of the Lord, or only chanting but doesn't get involved in any services, physical services, or engaging only in services but not inclined to listen, read the scriptures. So this all should happen on a daily, regular basis. So as practicing devotees in Krishna consciousness, one can implement these things right away very easily. Set a time and get up early in the morning and clean oneself. Then clean the place of worship. Do worship of the Lordship by performing abhishek, arti, offering food to the Lord. Then one chants the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chant certain prescribed numbers of rounds using Tulsi Mala. Read scriptures, hear scriptures from devotees of the Lord. Honor prasadam, the food that's been offered to the Lord. Engage in meditation, dhyana on the supreme form of the Lord, its pastimes. Discuss these things among family members and friends, and go to bed thinking of the useful day that was spent in the service of the Lord. Pray to the Lord to get up in the morning so one can continue doing the service the next day. Therefore, it is quite obvious that a life of Krishna consciousness is a solution to all the problems of material existence, and it's easy way to follow the essence of that's been said so far. Sarve te yajña-vido yajña-kṣapita-kalmaṣāḥ yajña-śiṣṭāmṛta-bhujo yānti brahma sanātanam nāyaṁ loko-ayajñasya kuto kuru-sattama. Namaste. Hare Krishna.